Hello, hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here. I'm going to do a deconstructed bloom tonight, inspired by Waterfall Acrylics, her and her beautiful deconstructed blooms. I'm doing totally different color palette. I've had a ton of requests lately for greens and purples and also pinks and purples. So I'm gonna use a totally different base. I'm going with a turquoise, this is turquoise blue base. And I'm gonna use, I really debated whether or not to use black cell activator or white cell activator. I have white in front of me. I still don't know if I'm gonna use white or black. I might blow one of them out and then see how the other one. But the whole concept is to create these kind of floral blowouts and then stretch them kind of beyond recognition. And so that's what, and it just creates an abstract piece of art. So that's what I'm gonna try. I do have my spinner. I got one from Erica Hughes when she was here for the Fluid Art Boutique. I just haven't gotten it out yet. I need like a bunch of space around me to be able to spin. But I do want to blow one of these out and spin them. Kind of similar to Rinske's Dutch blooms that she does, but these will be with Australian floetrol. So again, I always get tons of ideas that start popping up as soon as I break out my paints. So I am just gonna go ahead and get started on this part of it. My paints are thick for this technique, and I am going to stretch it just a little bit. I want to have a good amount on there. I might actually pour just a little bit more around the edges. So yeah, my paints are thick for this technique, and that is so the paints will hold, the design will hold when I'm stretching it out. So what color do I go with? I feel like I want to do just some smaller little, because last time I did these like 2 puddles and then blew them out, and you have this like big center of color. So I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna do like a couple different sections. I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it here. Oh, that was a big puddle. And people have told me that I should use squeeze bottles, and it's totally fine if you do. I just mix them up and keep them here, and I just don't ever think to put them in the bottles. All right. It would give me a lot more control, but then I feel like I wouldn't be me. All right, I'm just trying to like think about my color layering here. And I wanted this to have a kind of floral design to it. Like a little garden painting. Oh, this is a lot though. I think I may scoop for this one. And I mixed this purple, I lightened it, I took ultramarine violet and added some magenta to it because the blue violet that I use dries extremely dark. And I like the brighter purple, so you can add like a titanium white to your darker color, or you can add some lighter color to kind of brighten it up so that it stays light when it dries. All right, I think I'm gonna go with my Venetian rose on the very top. And these blooms are gonna these petals are gonna meet each other when I blow them out, so I'll have to see what designs come out of them. Okay, here's the question. Do I do white cell activator? because I feel like everything is kind of light in the painting. Do I do a combination of white and black? When I don't know what to do, I stall and pop air bubbles. Huh. Whatever, I think I'm gonna try it with white first. I'm gonna try it with white first. Spiral it on around because I want the colors to pop through. So I put a little dab there and then spiral in the middle. I'll come around with my spirals after. I hope this works out because maybe I should have put the purple next to the white. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna blow this out. Let's see how this goes. Okay, y'all, I had so much turquoise paint on there. I'm gonna be stretching for days. I'm worried I'm gonna stretch like all the design off. I have so much paint on there. I have no idea why I did that. The lacing is pretty cool. I just had, I think in general, too much paint on this canvas. I love the color combination though. It's really pretty. So hold on one second. I am going to take a little bit of the Australian floetrol. Oh, there's my hair. And I'm actually gonna swipe through the center right here to create some extra design through that petal. I think I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm just looking at the areas where I maybe don't so much like the color blocks that are left over. Okay. This swipe right here, wow. And I'm wondering if I should do one, because I'm not like a super big fan of this part right here, but continue it along as if it was a petal. Okay, I'm really liking that. I feel like, I don't know, this part right here, it's a deconstructed bloom swipe. I mean, pretty soon, all these different names for all these techniques, it's gonna be like, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, I love that green that showed up there. Okay, I'm gonna stretch this out. I'm gonna scoop up, just mixing a little bit, I'm gonna scoop up this color because I'm gonna have a lot of it, and I think it's gonna be like a pretty darker green grayish color. So if I remember, I'll try to show you that at the end as well. Ooh, I feel like I should put on gloves for this. Like this one, I just have a feeling it's gonna be messy. I feel like that's me every time I paint. Oh, this color combination though. Wowzer. Okay. Way too much paint on here. Dang it, Molly. Okay, I can definitely stretch up this way a little bit more. Oh, I don't want all that to go off. Oh, that whole section's gonna go off. I knew it. Well, I really deconstructed that bloom, huh? That is really pretty though. Super funkadelic. I am gonna carry this. There's so much paint on this table. I'm gonna use it as the backdrop for my next one. I'm gonna carry that green line. I feel like needs to be integrated a little bit more. I think I'm done. Okay, so I'm not getting flower garden, but the color combination is really, really pretty together. So I think I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna use much less paint to stretch it out. I do like the white. I feel like that was the right color choice there, but I just want to have, I don't know what I want. I want it to look a little bit more like the blooms, but this is, the more I look at this painting, the more I really, really like this painting. So I'm gonna take you in, show you all the details and the close-ups. I have some actual cell formation happening on the edges. The swipes that I did through it, I'm absolutely loving those. This technique will go really well on a big canvas, I know for a fact. So doing the blowout, the deconstructed bloom blowout, and then swiping to get those extra lacing and interest. Yeah, really liking this one. Not what I envisioned, but I am totally okay with that. All right, enough talking. I'll take you in. I'll show you what it looks like wet. I take it all back because the more I look at this painting, the more I love this painting. The dark green came through in just a few places, but I think it added so much. Look at that. That color combination is gorgeous. And I got those perfect little rings of cells there and there. So I'll take you in starting from this side so you can see everything. I'll take you in slow. It has so much interest. So many different parts to it. Wow. I really like it. Not exactly what I was going for, but I'm so happy this happened. All right, I am going to show you what this one looks like dry. So here is the color. Needs probably just a little bit of water, so some of my paints must have been thicker because this color was definitely not this thick. But it's almost the same color. It's a little bit more muted, probably from the light pink. But I think I'm gonna use this as my next base. So I just literally take a scraper, scrape it off my table, use a little card, and put it into the cup, and then I'll seal it and I can reuse it. but I got to get all those air bubbles out. And then if you need to, you can strain it. So these are air bubbles, not lumps. But if you noticed any lumps, or maybe you like had hair on your table or something on your table, ooh, I don't want to, you could just strain it back into a new container. And then if you want, you can let what's on your table dry. You can wipe it off with a paper towel and reuse your plastic, or you can throw this piece of plastic away and use another piece. So reuse, no need for waste, or at least as little as possible. All right, I'll show you what this looks like dry. Okay, I really enjoy this piece. And I think, honestly, it has a good amount of negative space. But this peach, it's Venetian rose, technically. Next to, there's my favorite corner. Next to that turquoise blue is really pretty. I love the extra swipes that I did in the middle. And I honestly, when it was drying, I was like, I don't know about that part, but I love that hazy part of the white there. This has so much interest. Oh, look, that's my corner. But yeah, I really like this one. Here, I'll show you the way that I think it goes this way because I like the composition, but I'll show you the other way. This is the other way that I really like it. Super fun technique. I actually like the combination of blowing it out and then swiping through it as well. And I can't wait to break out my spinner so that I can try spinning some of these. I'm always a little bit late to the game. But all right, thank you so much for watching. I think I'm gonna try this one again with this color palette and try to leave a lot more negative space in the middle and just two blooms on the ends. So we'll see what happens. Thank you so much for watching. Happy painting. Bye.